Good afternoon and welcome to the latest issue of Print21, the weekly video news bulletin for the Australia and New Zealand print industries. This issue is sponsored by Ball & Doggett, Australia's largest supplier of printable materials and press room consumables, and now supplying wide format equipment. News this week is led by two stories from different sides of this great southern land. First to the west coast, where Percivals Print and Packaging is now in the hands of its management, with a team led by Colin Lamond and Anthony Pittaway buying the company from its owner of the past 7 years, Westcare. Lamont, who is now managing director, said Westcare was looking at its strategic options, so we put in an offer to buy the business. We're optimistic for the future. Percival has a great team, best-in-class equipment and an excellent reputation. Lamont's been General Manager Director at Percival for the past 5 years, moving into the role when the previous owner, David Leroy, stepped away after selling it to Westcare 2 years prior to that. Anthony Pittaway becomes Sales Director. He's had a 24-year career in print. Lastly, on the supply side, very well with Spices, well known in the West Australia print industry. Lamont, Pittaway and the third silent shareholder will now take the business forward and will ultimately move to larger premises. Lamont said, "We have a clear strategy and a plan to grow the business." Percival Print and Packaging is a specialist pharmaceutical packaging printer, as many of its products will be in chemists or pharmacies all around the country like this. It has a B1 Koenig & Bauer, Heidelberg 74, CD 74, Bob's Cutter, Bob's Folder Gluer and a fleet of MBO folders. Now up to the top end, where the biggest print business in the Northern Territory, Colemans Printing, has ordered an HP Indigo 6K digital press to be supplied by Curry Group as a platform to enter the labels market. Colemans, which has the only A1 commercial offset press in the territory and also has a wide format division, will set up a dedicated label operation, hiring 5 or 6 extra staff, with Managing Director Tony Coleman saying the time is right to print labels. Coleman said, "We've been studying the labels market in the territory for some time. The growing number of food and beverage producers is one factor that has given us confidence to move ahead. We've done a lot of analysis." The new labels operation will commence in February when the HP Indigo 6K is installed in Darwin. The new press Indigo 6K will come with custom finishing capabilities and will also provide traceability, security and anti-counterfeiting options. The project is a collaboration between Colemans Printing, Curry Group and Charles Darwin University, and it is the latest project to be supported by the Northern Territory Advanced Manufacturing Ecosystem Fund. Colemans has 36 staff at its Darwin facility and another 7 in Alice Springs. The family-owned operation will celebrate 70 years in business next year. The referendum on the voice for Indigenous population is now over, but it proved a boon for printers around the country and showed once again why print remains a primary communication channel. Printers pumped out 13 million copies of the official referendum pamphlet, hundreds of thousands, possibly millions, of flyers, leaflets and how to vote cards for both sides, with tens of thousands of campaign posters that were printed, along with tens of thousands of t-shirts, bumper stickers, flags, badges and caps and assorted promotional items. The countless jobs have been produced by printers all across the country, providing a welcome fillip in what's been a slow few months for parts of the trade. The widespread use of print in multiple formats has proved once again the unrivaled power of print to cut through and to provide a cost-effective, accessible message, seen in major events in the country in the past few months, including the referendum, of course, and the Women's World Cup that ran just prior. Also over is COVID, with events now firmly back on the agenda. Drupa is gearing up, every major name is taking space, and locally there's plenty going on. Muto's new South Australia dealer has just had a 2-day open house. Women in Print's Prosecco evening in Adelaide took place this week, and Curry Group is running a 3-day sign and display by appointment event in Sydney next month. Go to print21.com.au and follow the link to register. That's it for this week's issue of Print21, the industry video news bulletin from the industry's only news platform, print21.com.au. Go there for all these stories and more. Thanks to our sponsor, Ball & Doggett. This is Wayne Robinson, editor of Print21, signing off for another week.